Listen, it's not a scam, but it's not completely above board either. If you go to university or college or trade school and you've got a plan, you're doing something that's in demand and you're good at what you do and you have an awareness, okay, what can I use this for practically? Then all the more power to you. You're on the right track. But if you're going to school, you're taking something that's just kind of like, for want of a better word, Mickey Mouse. Like it's just something that sounds kind of pretty, but nobody actually uses that. Nobody demands that as a qualification to get a job in this world or to be able to contribute. It doesn't enable you to really do anything that people are willing to pay for. Like, you know what I mean? And you have no plan and you have no understanding of this or awareness of this. That's going to be a problem. The problem is that these days, what I've noticed, and I've lived this because I've gone back to academia and then, just for a stint for fun about 5 years ago, what I saw was that some schools, what they're doing is they're treating students like customers, and it's just like they're selling a product. And in order to sell a product, they'll tell you that, oh yeah, this is in demand. Everyone really wants you to have this education. It really opens doors for you. Now, sometimes that's true, but sometimes it isn't. But they're pitching it to you like that anyway. So what you need to do is you need to be aware. Now, here's a simple thing you can do. Let's say you're thinking of taking a qualification. Go to LinkedIn, do a people search, enter the name of the qualification into the search box. Do a people search that's bounded in, say, your hometown or your current city or whatever, your region, wherever you are. And you may need the premium version of LinkedIn to do this. Get the free month of premium and do this. So it costs you nothing. And enter in that qualification. Now, the results are going to be people. They're going to be individuals. Either they have that qualification because it's listed in their profile, or they're currently taking that qualification. Now, if you do a search for that qualification and everybody that has it is like a CEO or like a highly skilled professional, that's doing very well for themselves, that tells you something. If you can't find that qualification, that tells you something else. Nobody's got it. It doesn't seem to be necessary. If you do a search for it and you see a lot of people that have it, but they're all pumping gas or pouring coffee, that tells you something else. It doesn't seem to be that useful. So you can directly get real world data by doing these kind of searches on things like LinkedIn. So that can tell you what is out there. Is this a thing or is this not really a thing? You can at least do basic stuff like that. In 5 minutes, you could have an answer on how valuable your particular educational qualification is in your hometown. Is that widely recognized? What does it enable you to do? If you want to go a step further, you could then reach out to those people that appeared in your search that have the qualification. Maybe now they're working as a vice president of something. You could reach out to them and say, hey, would it be okay if I gave you a call? I'm pursuing the same qualification you have. And I was wondering if you could explain a bit what your experiences were taking it and how it may or may not have helped you in your career. Would that be okay? You send out that blanket message to some of these people. And, a lot of people don't respond, but some people do. They say, sure, here's my number. And you call them and you ask them, right? That way you can evaluate, is this a Mickey Mouse thing that, they're just scamming you and saying it's useful? Or is this something that's actually useful that is going to open doors for you? Okay, you can do basic things like this, and that'll get you started on the right path. So it isn't a scam, and it isn't totally above board. It's a combination of both. You really need some awareness of what education you're doing, which category it falls into. Yale Flores says, thanks a lot, Bill. I've been following your channel for a while. Really good content. Well, thank you, Yale. I appreciate that. That's very nice to get great positive feedback like this. That really makes me feel good about doing these. So thank you. LA says exactly. Or if this was France, they would say exactement.